What's up, guys? It is your girl Christina Armstrong, and this is the singles midweek check-in. It is a day late because I forgot yesterday that I had lab practicals. Duh. So, if you missed last week's midweek check-in, I was just addressing those singles who have decided to wait until marriage to have sex. So if you fall into that category, go check out that video because it is inspirational, if I must say so myself. Today, this week's midweek check-in is just going to be about watching out for the counterfeit, because the counterfeit always precedes the authentic blessing. Whatever you're praying for, whatever you're waiting for, whatever. There's always a counterfeit that comes before. And so here are 3 steps to help you kind of, to give you an idea to know if you're dealing with a counterfeit or if you're dealing with the authentic. Number 1, if there is no peace in the situation, then that is a clear indicator that that is not the will of God. Because where there is a lack of peace, God is not in there. And so you want to make sure that whatever situation you're in, if you're thinking about dating someone, you're thinking about getting involved with someone, whatever it is, if there is no peace in that situation, that is not the place for you. If you missed last week's part 2 of But God You Lied, that is the story about Joe and I. And Joe was somebody I was dating, and I literally had no peace in that relationship. And not the entire relationship, because I watched the story, watched the video, but it was to the point where I had no peace whatsoever, where it was just, I felt like I was underwater with bricks on my shoulders. And the moment that the relationship ended, I was like, oh my God, I feel light. Like, I literally, it's so crazy because I just remember feeling just a release, and I was like, whew, thank God that's over. And I kept it moving. So where there is a lack of peace, God is not in it. So that is your first indicator. Your second indicator, anytime you start to date somebody, deal with somebody, talk to somebody, I always say that you are dating the representative, and that is that person is putting their best foot forward. Y'all are in the courting phase. They're trying to make sure that you digging them. So they're throwing out all the cards, right? Well, what happens when they're comfortable? Then you get to see the real them. And so one of the things that I that I started to do, or that I keep in mind whenever I get to that point where I'm going to start dating, we will not become official until I've seen you angry, I've seen you sad, I've seen you disappointed. I need to see you in all of those elements, because what's not going to happen is we ain't gonna be all lovey-dovey, we cool, boo this, boo that. And I've been dating the representative for this long. We finally get to a place where we're like, okay, we're gonna be exclusive, we're gonna date, we're together, and then I see you angry and you calling me the B word nah, bruh. Where was that in the courting phase? And so when you allow yourself time, you get to see a person's true colors. You get to see who they really are, because somebody can only pretend for so long. And the third and final way to know if you're dealing with a counterfeit is if they are helping you move closer to God, or are they keeping you from God? If they are not in a position to motivate you to do your what, and they know your why, understand your why, and support your why you're doing these things, why you're dating, why you're being single God's way, why you're waiting until marriage to have sex, why you're doing, if they know, understand, and support your why, then you're good. If they know, understand, and do not support your why, then I would question that. If they are the type of person that is y'all not really on the same page when it comes to that, why even? Save yourself some heartache, some frustration. Save it. You're dealing with the counterfeit. That is not the person that God has for you. So again, if you are single and you have decided to be single God's way, make sure when you do start to date, or if you're entertaining someone, that there is peace in the situation. Make sure that there is peace in the situation. Make sure that they understand your why, to why you're doing things. Make sure you give it yourself time to date, time to court, time to see who they really are, to make sure you are not being swindled by the counterfeit, because it happens all the time. Prime example of how it happens, especially for women. We are great for falling in love with a man's potential, and we get sucked in because we see the potential, we love the potential, we feel like we can do so much with the potential. But if that man has not tapped into that potential, baby, you're dating a representative. He is not who you want him to be, because he doesn't even know he has the ability to be that. So what you were dating and what he is, two completely separate things. Two completely separate. Chaos. So save yourself some trouble. Save yourself heartache. Save yourself trouble. Give yourself some peace. And remember that you've got this. You got this. This is not a season that lasts forever. It may feel like that, but it's not. But in this season, work on you. Make sure you are in the best position. Make sure you're not the counterfeit. That would be some crap. Love you guys. If you have not subscribed to the page, make sure you do so. Share the video, like the video, send this to someone who is in need of hearing these three things. I am going to be doing something for National Singles Day. That is one of my favorite days. So I'm going to be doing something dope. I'm still working it out. But I will let you guys know. Love you. Be blessed.